This is the League of Legends lore timeline explained in 1 minute. We started the creation of the universe. Before this point, an infinitely long time ago, there was only the Void. And within the Void were creatures without form or sentience, known as the Watchers. The biggest bad guys in all of League lore. In short, this is when Aurelion Sol and other celestial creatures were born. The Void hated their new neighbor. The calendar is based off the founding of Noxus, so 9,000 years before that is something called the Titan War in Ionia. A fight between mortals and sky giants that was only won due to creatures related to the Vestaya, like an ancient version of them. Around this time, the Freljord was founded, and people chose their gods to follow, or chose outright defiance, and were punished like the Three Sisters. These sisters unified the Freljord, only to then fight over serving the Void Watchers that gave them their power, or seeing this as a fate worse than death. In the end, Lysandra realized she was wrong at the cost of everyone involved. People migrate, and here we see the Golden Age of Shurima, and the ascension of the first god warriors, and the subjugation of Acacia that would later lead to rebellion, the Void, and ultimately the fall of Shurima. That leads directly into a war between those god warriors left behind, known as the Dark. At the same time, the Iron Revenant begins his second reign after his resurrection, conquering from his immortal bastion, so he was defied and defeated by an alliance of Noxie tribes, leading those traitors to finally found Noxus just 25 years after two major events: the ruination of Helya, where the king of Kemavor corrupted the Blessed Isles, and the Rune Wars, that saw man harness a power they were never meant to. It is now Ryze's burden. Rune War refugees found in many civilizations, including Demacia. Many years later, the Noxus war machine was driven back by Demacians, only to see the death of Jarvan I and their own warlord Sion. Next, Noxus invades Ionia, and Ashe finds the tomb of Everosa, just in time before Darius' Freljord campaign, thwarted in large part by the Sejuani and the Winter's Claw. Now we come to present day events where Talon plots to kill Swain, Akali leaves the Kinkou Order, as Jhin is recaptured and released again, Jinx reigns havoc on Piltover, and biggest of all, the events set in motion 1,000 years ago are settled, as the Ruben King is sealed away in ruins. From here we have the events of the Call, and so on and so forth, into future events that we would go over in another time, and we will fill in the cracks of this very long timeline with every character you know. Make sure you're following.